Good afternoon and welcome to the ASB Dome here in Sioux Center, Iowa, as we have a conference GPAC game here between the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers and the Dordt Defenders. Dordt comes into this one 4-2 in conference play. Dakota Wesleyan 8-2, having a good season so far. Dakota Wesleyan is the home team here today, although it is in Sioux Center. On the mound for Dakota Wesleyan, we have Allison Ernsberger. Behind the plate, we have number 6, Jordan Blogg. At first, we have Jaden Warner. Second base, Ashlyn Johnson. Third base, Peyton Bagley. Shortstop, McKinley Mole. Left field, Macy Moore. Center field, Allie Circa. Right field, Cassidy Lopez. She is also the flex. And at DP, we have JC Tabay. Dort's going to be the visiting team here today, so they'll be up to bat first. And we're about to kick this one off here. First pitch coming soon. Leading off for the Defenders will be number 30, Brooke Rule, who's also in center field today for the Defenders. So far in the season, Rule's hitting .340. And the first pitch swung on, fouled. The umpire's going to say that's a fair ball. A little bit of confusion there on the first pitch. Umpire pointed fair, but it was a foul ball. Rule having a good year this year with 12 RBIs as she takes ball one. Good leadoff hitter for the Defenders. And the third pitch swung on, chopped down the line. That is going to be just foul. There's a couple of inches there. Dordt coming off a series against Mount Marty that they played in Yankton. Won the first game 7-4, lost 10-7 in the second. And today we have a doubleheader versus Dakota Wesleyan. That pitch is high and out. It'll be ball two. 2-2 count here for Rule. Looking to start something for the Defenders. Swung on, hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Good start here for Brooke Rule. She hits it out of the second baseman's reach. That's number 42, Ashlyn Johnson, one of the Dakota Wesleyan's better hitters on their team. Now to bat for the Defenders, number 5, Brooklyn Cox. She's playing right field today. She's hitting .363 on the season, and she bunts, and it goes foul. Trying to move the runner over here. Cox with a .404 on base percentage this season, as well as 13 RBIs, 3 triples. There's a ball, pulled back to bunt. Third baseman crashing hard. That's Bagley for the Tigers. They all know it's coming, see what they can do with it. Cox lays it down again, but she pulls back, and that one's called outside. 2-1 count here for Cox. And the pitch. That ball's bunted. It's picked up fair. She's thrown out at first, and Rule's going to third. She is tagged out, and that's a double play for the Tigers. Excuse me, she's called safe at third. Interference on the third baseman. Obstruction, excuse me. Looked like a pretty rough tag there at third base. So Cox does her job, gets the runner over and more. Dakota Wesleyan's Manager comes out to talk about that one, asks the umpires to look at it again. Umpires discussing that one, and they're going to say she's safe. Third baseman for the Tigers, that was Bagley. Looked like she covered most of the base there. It was a pretty awkward tag. But that'll bring up number 2, Chloe Croys, who is pitching today. She's hitting .410 on the season. One of 4 defenders above 400. And she takes a called strike. Croys with 3 home runs on the season. Second for the defenders. Pitch is swung on, fouled off. So she's already down 0-2 here. Runner on third, see what she can make of it. Ernsberger on the mound looking to get out of this one unscathed. There's the pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Hensley on deck for the defenders. The 1-2 pitch, here it is. Ball outside, off speed there. Didn't quite get Croys to bite. Croys has played in 33 games this year with 32 of them being starts. She swings, chopped to third. Bagley indecisive. And Croys beats the no throw. Bagley decided to just hold on to that one. So still runners on first and third now for the defenders as number 22, Annabelle Hensley, comes up to the plate. She's playing catcher today. Hitting .347 on the season. Solid season from the freshman. 34 hits so far. 13 doubles, leads the team. She check swings on the first, and that's going to be a strike. Home plate umpire said she went. First and third, 1 out here for Hensley, looking to do some damage. Ernsberger got the soft contact she needed as Hensley takes a strike. Didn't get anything from it on the Croys at bat. So once again, it's 0-2 here for the defenders. 2 straight hitters here with 0-2 counts. There's a swing, and she got her. Swinging strikeout for Hensley as Ernsberger's 1 more out from getting out of this thing. That'll bring up number 23, Ashton Grissom. She's playing third base today. And she's hitting .270 on the season. That's a ball out for the first pitch. First and third, 2 outs here. Ernsberger's 14-4 on the season. Good year for her so far. Pitch is a fastball, and that's called a strike. So once again, excuse me, not once again, it is a 1-1 count. Grisham looking for a hit here to get that run in. Ernsberger with the pitch, she swings high, but Croys is going to take second. No throw, so now it's second and third. 2 outs with 2 strikes here. Grissom looking to do some damage here. It's called time for tying the shoe at second base for Croys. Ernsberger best on the team in ERA with .252. Definitely one of the better arms. She swings, and it's fouled off at the dish. Still a 1-2 count here. Looking to get a good start here. The defenders are. Top of the first. Ernsberger with 16 pitches so far. The pitch swung on. Dribbled to first. Ernsberger gets there, throws to first. And they get the out. That'll end the inning. Dort ends with no runs, as well as 2 hits. And we'll be back after this break.
For top-notch rental equipment for your next project, look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Back here for the bottom of the first. Dort did not get anyone across, although the 2 runners in scoring position in the top of the first. But here's Dakota Wesleyan, a team that has some great numbers on this side of the field. Team average of 361 on the season. Not something you see every day. And leading off for them is number 1, Peyton Bagley. Hitting .426, one of multiple people over 400 on this team. She takes called strike 1. There's ball low. The top 4 hitters in this Dakota Wesleyan lineup are all hitting over 400. Bagley, 52 hits on the year, second on the team. She swings, fouls it off right side. It's now a 1-2 count. A lot of big numbers from this Dakota Wesleyan team, like I said. Bagley, a big part of that. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Croys. That one's sent straight up. And it drops, but it's going to be a foul ball since it hit the top of the dome. For Dort in the field, first base, we have number 4, Taylor Schneider. Second base, number 10, Peyton Whipple. Third base, number 23, Ashton Grisham. At short, number 6, Sierra Perkey. Left field, number 7, Abby Hitchcock. Center field, Brooke Rule, who hit last inning, as well as number 5, Brooklyn Cox in right. As Bagley takes a ball outside. 2-2 count here. Bagley looking to start something for the Tigers. Team that depends on their bats a lot here, and that off speed looked like Croys didn't get a full grip on that one, and now it's full count. Full count, 3-2 pitch from Croys, swung on, grounded to second. Whipple dives for it, throws it to first, and she's gone. Great play from Peyton Whipple to start the game here for the defenders defensively. Brings up for the Tigers, number 8, McKinley Mole, putting up a great season so far, hitting .463, leading the Tigers. Not only is she hitting .463, she takes call strike 1. She also has 9 home runs on the season in the 2 spot for Dakota Wesleyan. Swings and misses at that one. Dakota Wesleyan coming off of series sweep against Hastings, including a 2-1 win and a 7-5 win. Riding a 3-game win streak after a win against Briar Cliff as well. Here's the 0-2 pitch outside for Croys. Mole leading the team in RBIs with 45 this year. She swings that one, struck into center field, and it is gone. McKinley Mole, 10th home run of the season. And she puts the Tigers up in the bottom of the first, 1-0. Facing a lineup like this, it's going to be hard for Croys. As now there comes another 400-plus hitter in number 42, Ashlyn Johnson, hitting .427 on the season. Pitch from Croys, swung on, fouled off. Johnson was the leader in home runs on the team until about 30 seconds ago. She has 10 on the season. As well as 47 hits, top 3 on the team. She grounds it to short. Perky fields it, throws it to first, got her at first. So outside of the home run, there's a quick 2 down for the defenders. That brings up number 23, Macy Moore. Common theme here, another 400-plus hitter hitting .450 on the year. Second on the team behind only Mole. First pitch is called strike on the outside corner. Second pitch high and outside. Croy's 13 pitches so far, not a lot of damage outside of the home run. 2 ground ball outs. The pitch swung on, fouled off right off the foot. Umpire going to give Moore a few seconds here to recover. Hit right off the outside of her back foot. Dakota Wesleyan comes in with a 27-8 record. Big improvement from last year as they sit second in the G-Pack, and here's the pitch outside. Second in the G-Pack behind only Northwestern with an 8-2 record. Only losses in conference coming to Briarcliff and Concordia. As Moore calls time. Back in the box, here's the pitch, swung on, fouled. Two count here for Croys, looking to get out of this with only 1 run given up. Here's the pitch, high, brings it to a full count. The 3-2 pitch from Croys, check swing, and they're going to say she went, and that ends the bottom of the first. Going into the second, Dakota Wesleyan puts up a run, so they lead 1-0. We'll be back for the second inning.
For top-notch rental equipment for your next project, look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Back here for the top of the second. Up to bat for the defenders, number 20, Addison Stevenson Roy, in the DP spot today. She took a called strike the first pitch. She swings at that one. Excuse me, it was a ball the first pitch. 1-1 count. Actually, it was a strike the first pitch. It's 0-2 here. Chops it to first. Picked up. She might beat it. Tosses it. Second baseman was there to cover. That's Johnson. She's the first out of the inning. That brings up number 4, Taylor Schneider, first baseman here for the defenders. He's hitting .306 on the season with 13 games played. The first pitch called strike on the outside of the plate. Like I said, Schneider playing first base here today, and she swings and misses at the second pitch. Looks like it might be quick work here for Ernsberger. She has another 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch. Off speed low. Schneider didn't bite. Good pitch, good bait pitch, but Schneider didn't fall for it. Now she's in a 1-2 count. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Ernsberger 2 quick outs here in the top of the second. Now to bat for the defenders, number 7, Abby Hitchcock. The left fielder in this one. She's hitting .417 on the season as she swings and misses at strike 1. 10 hits in her 24 at-bats this year, including an RBI. Second pitch is a called strike. Ernsberger dealing right now. 0-2 pitch coming soon for the third straight hitter. The 0-2 pitch swung on. That one hits the dirt. Thrown to first, and she's gone. And that'll be the third out of the inning. So Ernsberger makes quick work, and we're still 1-0 here going into the bottom of the second. We'll be back after the break.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
Back here for the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Tigers, number 26, J.C. Tabay. First pitch swung on, fouled off. Tabay hitting .308 on the season. She's in the DP spot in the lineup today for the Tigers. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Tigers lead 1-0 after the home run from Mole in the bottom of the first. Swung on, it's popped out to left. And it's going to be caught by Hitchcock, leading to the first out of the inning for the defenders. Now to bat for the Tigers. Number 6, Jordan Blogg. She's behind the dish for this one as she swings and misses at the first pitch. Blogg hitting .345. Takes strike 2. Blogg with a .994 fielding percentage. Good, reliable catcher behind the dish there for the Tigers. Pitch is high and outside, 1-2. Croy's the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Blogg will head to the dugout. There's already 2 down here for Croy's. Croy's with a .296 ERA on the season. Dort's most used pitcher for sure. Record of 8-9 this year. 17 appearances. Will be number 5, Jaden Warner, the first baseman. Swings and misses. First pitch of her at bat. And second pitch is outside corner, borderline, called strike. As Croy's has her in an 0-2 count here. Looking to make quick work of this exciting Tigers lineup. And the 0-2 pitch, just outside. Very close there for Croy's. Warner in 7th spot today for the Tigers. There's a ball outside. Croy's already has 2 down, no one on base, looking to just get past this one. The 2-2 pitch is low, so Warner crawling back here. Asked the umpire for help on the swing there, he said no. Full count here for Warner. Croy's the 3-2 pitch. Line down the left field line and dropped by the left fielder, Hitchcock. They'll send Warner to first, so Croy's doesn't get out of it with no base runners, but she has a chance to get out of it here. At the plate, number 16, Ali Churka. Playing center field for the Tigers. The first pitch, swung on, caught at third by Grisham. Nice awareness by Grisham. And that one ends the inning. Still 1-0 as we end the second inning. We'll be back for the third.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Back here for the third inning, top of the third. And leading off for the defenders, number 10, Peyton Whipple. Here's the first pitch, high. Whipple hitting 189 on the season. Swings and misses on the second, 1-1 count. 10 hits in her 53 at-bats this season. There's a 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Good off speed there from Ernsberger. Another 2-strike count here for the defenders. See what they can do with it. Top of the lineup up next. Here's Whipple. Swung and fouls it off. Stays alive for another pitch. Dort, not really a whole lot of offense outside of the hit in the first at-bat of the game. And that pitch is just high with the off speed. Here's Whipple, 2-2 count. Swung on, fouled, stays alive once again. Two-two pitch from Ernsberger. Taken, called strike 3 inside corner. There's another punch out for Ernsberger. Brings us to the top of the lineup here as Brooke Rule singled in her first at-bat, ground ball up the middle. Here she is. First pitch from Ernsberger. Swung on, fouled off. Rule with 36 hits and her 106 at-bats this season. This Blog runs out to Ernsberger to communicate something. Oh, 1 count here against Rule. The pitch. Called strike, good off speed from Ernsberger once again. 0-2 count. Pitch from Ernsberger. Ball low, didn't quite reach the plate. Rule looking to start it off here for the defenders. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off, straight up. Dort with a 15-18 record this season, 6-7 at home, 5-4 on the road, and 4-7 at neutral sites. As well as, like I said, a 4-2 conference record. And that called strike 3 once again. Bottom of the zone. As that'll bring up number 5, Brooklyn Cox. As there's 2 outs now. First pitch swung on and it's going to be fouled. Looked like she could have been out of the box there, but she was in the box when it hit her, so it was a foul ball. Oh, 1 pitch swung on with the slap approach. Now 0-2. Rule sack bunted in her first at bat. Swings, grounds it to Ernsberger. Ernsberger picks it up, throws it to first. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So Dort does not score in that inning. Going into the bottom of the 3rd, we'll be right back.
This is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us us at info@outdoorelementsinc.com.
Back for the bottom of the third here. Leading off for the Tigers, the pitcher, number 2, Allison Ernsberger. Looking to help herself out here. Get some insurance. As Dakota Wesleyan leads 1-0 here, bottom of the third. Ernsberger swings, flown to center. And it is caught by Rule out there in center field. So that's a quick first out for Croys. But unfortunately for Croys, brings up the top of the lineup for Dakota Wesleyan, number 1, Peyton Bagley. She swings and misses in the first pitch. Like I said earlier, Bagley, one of many people hitting .400 on this Dakota Wesleyan team. This would be a valuable out for Croys as the second pitch is outside. 1-1 pitch from Croys. Pops it up, and Grisham couldn't get there. Little in-between ball there. As that'll bring up McKinley Mole, who's solo homered in her first at-bat. She's a runner on first for her this time. Ball up. Hensley had to reach up for that one, get out of her stance. The pitch from Croys. Outside, Bagley goes, throw is into center, but Bagley's gonna stay at second, and there's a stolen base for Bagley. Runner in scoring position for Mole now. That last at bat, Bagley was ruled a hit. So her hit and stolen base leads to her being out second. Two-0 count here. Swung on and missed, that one is. Mole looking to do some damage like she did last time with her .463 batting average and 10 home runs now on the year. That's a called strike, so a 2-strike count against Mole. 2-2 here for Croys, looking to get out of this one. Ball low, so now it is full count. The pitch from Croys, swung on, flown to right. That could be trouble, and it is fair. Bounces on the line. Cox gets it, throws it in as a run scores, and Mole slides into third for a triple. So McKinley Mole hits a ball that lands a couple feet from the fence and on the foul line. Ends up at third base with an RBI. It extends Dakota Wesleyan's lead to 2-0. As that brings up the 3-hitter, number 42, Ashlyn Johnson. The pitch from Croys, called strike. Johnson 0 for 1 today. Pitch from Croys, swung on. Hit to second, Whipple can't get there. That's going to be an RBI single for Johnson. Extends the lead once again for the Tigers, 3-0. So Johnson at first now. Brings up number 23, Macy Moore. Another dangerous bat for the Tigers in the cleanup spot. Pitch from Croys, bunted. Good bunt from Moore, as they do get the out at first, but it does move over Johnson. So now it's a running and scoring position for number 26, J.C. Tabay. Croys looking to limit the damage here. Tigers putting the ball in play quite a bit now. There's a ball outside. One-0 pitch from Croys incoming. High, ball two. Runner in scoring position, like I said here, for Tabay. Takes a strike on the outside corner. She's trying to extend the lead here for the Tigers to 4. Already 2 runs in this inning with the Mole triple and the Johnson single. The pitch just outside. Brings it to full count. Two outs here. Dort trying to get out of it. The 3-2 pitch from Croys. Swung on, fouled left side. Extends the inning a little bit longer. 45 pitches from Croys here in the third inning. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Tigers. Here's a 3-2 pitch once again. That one's high and outside, but Johnson's caught in a pickle between second and third. Dort looking to get the third out, and they do. Good awareness from Hensley to throw out the runner. And Dakota Wesleyan puts up 2 that inning, extending the lead to 3. We'll be back for the top of the 4th.
Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Here we are for the top of the 4th. After the 2-run inning for Dakota Wesleyan. Their lead is 3-0 now. As up to bat for the defenders, number 2, Chloe Croys, looking to help herself out. Called strike, first pitch. Ernsberger not having a lot of trouble with the Dort lineup right now, as there's a called strike. Debatable call there. Borderline called strike. As once again, there's an 0-2 count for Ernsberger. The pitch fouled off by Croys, just trying to stay alive, and she does. Ernsberger only giving up 2 hits so far. Only had 1 runner in scoring position, the defenders did. That was in the first inning. Nothing since as there's a ball low. 1-2 count. Croy's looking to start it off here for the defenders. The pitch swung on, flown into left, and that one is gone. Chloe Croys hits it out of the park to put the defenders on the board. Helps herself out. As the score is now 3-1, Dakota Wesleyan leads, but that's huge for the defenders. Croys with her 4th home run of the year. That's a big one there for the defenders, just to crack it open. As that brings up the catcher, number 22, Annabelle Hensley. The first pitch from Ernsberger swung on by Hensley, and she misses that one, 0-1. A lot of first pitch strikes here for Ernsberger, making it a lot easier on herself. The 0-1 pitch, another strike, so now it's 0-2 once again. It's now 5 straight hitters starting in an 0-2 count. Oh, 2 pitch from Ernsberger. Swung on, fouled off. Hensley fighting. The cleanup hitter for the defenders. There's 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Great pitch from Ernsberger. Floated it right into the top of the zone. One down here for the defenders as that brings up number 23, Ashton Grisham. First pitch is ball up. Second pitch is also a ball. Grisham grounded out to Ernsberger last time up. Swung on, grounded to short. Recovered by Mole, and Mole throws her out at first. What a play by McKinley Mole, making plays on both sides of the field. She dives and fires a missile over to first for a great play there. And that would add some momentum there had Grisham got that through to the outfield. But Mole kills it, and now Addison Stevenson-Roy is hitting for the defenders, the DP. First pitch way up. Stevenson-Roy is 0 for 1 today. Hitting .273 on the season. That pitch is also way up. .20 pitch from Ernsberger. Ball outside, 3-0 count. Don't think we've seen any of those today from Ernsberger. .30 pitch. Ball inside. Stevenson-Roy with the 4-pitch walk. That brings up Schneider. Two down here in the inning. Defenders looking for a 2-out rally. Put another one on. That first pitch is low in the dirt, blocked by Blog. Stevenson Roy on first. The 1-0 pitch is called strike. Schneider looking to get something through here for the defenders. The 1-1 pitch. Low, ball 2. Schneider, a .306 hitter for the defenders. 11 hits and 36 at-bats. She calls time. Ernsberger, the 2-1 pitch incoming. Swung on, missed. 2-strike count here for Ernsberger once again. 2-2 count. As Schneider, 7-hole hitter, looking to get something started with 2 outs. Pitch is outside. Full count now. Full count, 2 outs. Gonna see Roy steal on this one. Schneider looking to battle here. Full count pitch from Ernsberger. Called strike 3 at the top of the zone once again. As Dordt puts up their first run of the game. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, we'll be right back after this break.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes. Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell, providing professional attention to every detail. Today's broadcast brought to you by M&H True Value of Rock Valley. Behind every project is True Value. Start right. Start here.
Back here for the bottom of the 4th. Croy's still out there in the circle as the catcher for the Tigers, number 6, Jordan Bloggs, at the dish. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch swung on, fouled off. Blogg with a couple of good stops there in that inning. That top of the 4th. And now she looks to do something with the bat in her hands. The 1-1 pitch, swung on, line to right. That'll be a single for Blogg. And that's a good start if you're a Tiger fan. Leadoff single for Blogg. Looks like they're going to pinch run here for Blogg. Coach telling the umpire who's going to go to first for Blogg. Looks like it's going to be number 17, McKenna Thomason, running for Blogg. That brings up number 5, Jaden Warner, to the dish for the Tigers. She's 1 for 1 today. Called strike in the first pitch. Swung on, chopped to short. Perky can't quite get it. She picks it up, but it's not in time. As there's an error by Perky. That lets the Tigers have first and second here. That brings up the 8-hitter, number 16, Allie Churka. Playing center field, she bunts. It's fouled off. Oh, 1 count here for Churka. Croys with the pitch. Swung on, chopped to third. Grisham goes to third with Perky at the base, and that's going to be a fielder's choice. They get the lead runner. Big play for the defenders there. So 1 down here as Ernsberger comes up to the plate. Having a good outing so far in the circle. 1 down, Ernsberger with runners on first and second. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Here's the pitch from Croys. Swung on, missed. So it's 0-2 count for Croys. Ernsberger's been dealing out 0-2 counts all day. Now it's Croys' turn against Ernsberger. The pitch high. 1-2 count. Ernsberger, another one of the 400-plus hitters, hitting .419 on the season. That pitch is high. 2-2. Croys trying not to let it slip away. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Croys. Swung on, fouled back. Still 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Croys. Called strike 3. She gets another one down. So 2 down here. Runners on first and second. Croy's trying to limit the damage as they started off hot for the Tigers, but so far hasn't come to anything, as that brings the top of the lineup. Number 1, Peyton Bagley, who's 1 for 2 today so far with a little tweener hit between third and short. As defenders coach Zomer calls time. He's heading out to the circle. Three to 1 the score. 6 hits so far for the Tigers. 3 for Dort. No errors for the Tigers, 1 for Dort. Back from the break. So here's Bagley, leadoff hitter for the Tigers. Runner on in scoring position for her, as well as a runner on first. First pitch outside. Croys. 1-0 pitch, swung on, fouled right. One count here. Bagley looking to do some damage. Croys looking to limit the damage. Here's Croys, 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2. She's 1 pitch away from getting out of this thing unharmed. She's at 62 pitches so far here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch, swung on and missed, and she gets out of it. Quick start from the Tigers leads to nothing. As that ends the fourth inning, we'll be back for the fifth soon.
Broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Holsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants, offices in Sioux Center and Lamar's. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Zwart Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Back here for the top of the fifth, leading off for the defenders, number 7, Abby Hitchcock. First pitch is low. Hitchcock's 0 for 1 today. Hitting .417 on the season. 10 for 24. She takes ball 2. 511 on base percentage here. Excuse me, looking at the wrong stat sheet there. 500 on base percentage for Hitchcock this year. She takes strike 1. Ernsberger still going strong. 67 pitches here in the fifth inning. Ball up. Borderline pitch there. Gave Hitchcock the benefit of the doubt. So here's a 3-1 count for Hitchcock, looking to start something off for the defenders, down 2. The pitch from Ernsberger, swung on, missed. Brings it to a full count. Dort chasing a 2-run lead. The pitch from Ernsberger, swung on, fouled. Full count here for Ernsberger. 7 strikeouts on the day for Ernsberger. Full count pitch, swung on, popped out to right, and it's going to get down. And that's a leadoff single for Hitchcock. Brings up number 10, Peyton Whipple. She looking to do something with that runner that's on first now. Ernsberger looking to get out of this one. Here's the bunt from Whipple. She gets it down, and she does her job, gets the runner over to second. As now there's a runner in scoring position for Brooke Rule, who's 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a single. So it is the top of the lineup here for the defenders. Rule takes the first pitch. That's a ball with Hitchcock on second base. A 1-0 pitch from Ernsberger. And that hits Rule. That's another runner for the defenders. Brings up number 5, Brooklyn Cox, who's 0 for 1 today. She sacrificed bunt in her first at bat and then grounded out in her second. And here's Cox, takes strike 1. 2 runners on here for Cox. 1 out after Whipple's sack bunt. The 0-1 pitch from Ernsberger is a bunt from Cox, and she misses, so now it's 0-2. Hard spot for Cox here. The 0-2 pitch from Ernsberger, just outside. Good take from Cox. Blogg, the catcher for the Tigers, wanted it. Didn't get it. So that's a 1-2 count here for Cox with a runner in scoring position. Dordt trailing a 2-run lead. Top of the 5th inning, 1 out. Ball's way low. It's dug up by Blogg. Blogg so far has been a wall behind the dish. Nothing gotten by her so far. There's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And there's a clutch strikeout from Ernsberger. Looks like Coach Zomer's going to get a sub in the game. As it looks like Micaiah Dieger's going to run for Hitchcock. And that's what it is. So Micaiah Dieger is going to replace Hitchcock at second base. As Chloe Croys comes up to hit. Homered in her last at-bat. She is also 2 for 2. She swings on the first pitch and pops it up. And that's a can of corn for the shortstop, Mole. And Dakota Wesleyan gets out of that one. That's the end of the top of the 5th. We'll be back for the bottom in just a second.
This is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dordt University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. As this inning brings up McKinley Mole. 2 for 2 on the day with a home run and a triple. She's done some damage here to the defenders. Croy's looking to see if she can take her down. Here's the first pitch. That one's low. Mole hit the home run in the first, as well as the triple her last time around that landed on the foul line. Now there's ball 2. There's Croys. That one's up, so that's a 3-0 count here for Mole. Croys with 66 pitches on the day. And there's a strike down the middle that Mole was taken all the way. And Croys, 3-1 pitch is high, so that'll be a walk for Mole. Mole's gotten on base every time today. Which brings up another hitter you don't want to face, and that's Ashlyn Johnson. Runner on first for Johnson. Here's the 0-0 pitch, called strike. Good start to the at-bat for Croys. And the pitch from Croys. Swung on and missed, so now it's an 0-2 count. Johnson looking to battle, move the runner over. And the 0-2 pitch is low. One-two pitch from Croys. Swung on and missed, and she gets the punch out. Big out there for Croys, as there's one down here for the defenders. Brings up number 23, Macy Moore. The last part of the gauntlet, and she flies it out to center. Rules out there, catches it at the wall, brings it in. That was a close one there for the defenders, but Rule gets the job done, as there's now two down. As that brings up number 26, JC Tabay. A pitch from Croys. Swung on, line to left. Dove and caught by Hitchcock. That's a great play to end the bottom of the fifth, as we'll be back for the top of the sixth in just a few seconds.
Nation. Nation. My name is Darren Kaiser, and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders!
For the top of the sixth, leading off for the defenders, number 22, Annabelle Hensley. First pitch is a called strike. Ernsberger's got Hensley on that high off speed a couple times today, and there it was again. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. So Ernsberger still dealing here in the top of the sixth. She's now at 80 pitches on the day. Hensley 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The 0-2 pitch swung on, popped up in between right and second. And the right fielder, Cassidy Lopez, is going to come down with that one. And there's one down for the Tigers. Brings up number 23, Ashton Grisham. For the defenders. First pitch, high. Grisham's 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. The 1-0 pitch is a ball, 2-0. Grisham hitting 270 on the season. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Off speed, just outside. She's now in a 3-0 count in the driver's seat. 3-0 pitch from Ernsberger. That one hits Grisham, and she's going to take the free base. There's going to be another sub from Coach Zomer. Dakota Wesleyan manager didn't like that call, thought Grisham was over the plate. As number 24, Molly Zylstra, is going to pinch run for Grisham. And that brings up number 20, Addison Stevenson Roy. Hitting .273 this season, as well as 0 for 1 with a walk today. First pitch is a called strike. A 1 count here for Ernsberger. She throws. Called strike once again, 0-2. 1 down here in the inning. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Ernsberger. Grounded to first. It is going to move the runner over, but she's out at first. So Stevenson Roy does her job. Grounds to first, but it also means there's a runner in scoring position now. For it looks like it's going to be number 13, Lauren Steenstra. She won GPAC Player of the Week last week, as well as National Player of the Week. Looking to keep her roll going. She's going to be pinch hitting for Taylor Schneider. Coming off a big week last week. See if she can keep it going with the runner in scoring position here, chasing a 2-run lead with only 4 outs to work with left in this game. First pitch is low. Ernsberger, 87 pitches. Here's the 1-0 pitch, called strike outside. Zylstra on second. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off. And the 1-2 pitch from Ernsberger to Steenstra. Steenstra swings and misses. And that's going to be it for the top of the 6th. Dakota Wesleyan gets out unharmed. And we'll be right back in a few seconds for the bottom half.
In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes, it's for the entire community. Whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
We appreciate the mission of Dordt, but more importantly, the organization, the team of people at Dordt live out that mission every day.
Dordt University's Christian perspective is thoughtfully and authentically applied in all areas of life. Live your faith in every area of life at Dordt University.
Back here for the bottom of the 6th inning, leading off for the Tigers, number 6, Jordan Blogg. She's 1 for 2 today after a single in her last at-bat, as well as a strikeout. Croy still out in the circle for the defenders. First pitch is a ball. The 1-0 pitch from Croy's. Called strike. Blog in that last at bat, lasered. Line drive into right. Pitch from Croy, swung on, grounded, foul. One-two pitch from Croy, looking to get Blog out of here quickly. Grounds right to Croy's. Croy's hardly any effort needed to throw that one to first, and she gets the first out of the inning. That brings up the 7-hitter for the Tigers, number 5, Jaden Warner. 1 for 2 here on the day. She's gotten on both times, but reached on an error the last time. First pitch grounded to second. Whipple underhands it to first, and that's a quick second out. Croy's making quick work of bottom of the 6th here. Still only at 77 pitches. And that brings up number 16, Allie Churka, center fielder for the Tigers. The pitch from Croy's, called strike. Oh, 1 pitch from Croy's, ball low. Churka today is 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a fly out. She swings, grounds it to first. Schneider picks it up, and she's going to tag Churka on that one. And that's a quick 6th inning for the defenders. And after this break, we'll have defenders' last chance, top of the 7th.
At Dort, we strive to build community from before you step foot on campus to years after you graduate. We want to give Dort students the chance to live and learn together and create meaningful, lifelong relationships that are rooted in faith. Connect to others in purposeful relationships at Dort University.
Today's Dort Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dort University. Thanks for watching.
Back here for the top of the 7th. Dort has 3 outs to work with. Down 2 runs. Ernsberger still in the circle. First pitch to Hitchcock. Swung and missed. 8-9-1 due up here for the defenders. Hitchcock's 1 for 2 today. With a single and a strikeout as she takes ball 1. The pitch from Ernsberger, swung on, missed. So, 2-strike count here for Hitchcock, looking to start it off, something the defenders need here. The pitch from Ernsberger. Swung on, line to right, and it's going to be caught out there by Lopez. Good piece of contact there, but went right to the defender. Is now pinch hitting for Whipples, number 3, Casey Karsak. Harsack's hitting .220 this year as a freshman. Swings at the first pitch, grounded to second. And hardly any trouble at all for Johnson, as that's quick 2 outs. So now the defenders down to their last out. It brings the top of the lineup, Brooke Rule, who's 1 for 2 today. And she takes a called strike. Dordt needs to score 2 runs with 1 out to work. Pitch from Ernsberger. Swung on, fouled off. As Dordt's down to their last strike. Ernsberger looking for the complete game here. Pitch from Ernsberger, 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Rule lives another pitch here. And the 1-2 pitch from Ernsberger. Swung on and missed, and that'll be it for this one. Dakota Wesleyan takes this one. First game of the doubleheader, 3-1. We'll be back in a couple of minutes for game 2. Now it's time for the State Farm Player of the Game presentation. Today's Player of the Game is brought to you by Ross Hookstra with State Farm, serving Sioux County and the tri-state area. Call Ross at 712-722-0806 for all your insurance needs, or stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. With that being said, our State Farm Player of the Game is Chloe Croys, as she pitched the entire game here today for the defenders, with 5 strikeouts, giving up only 6 hits and 80 pitches. She also had a home run to help herself out, as she was pretty much the only offense here for the defenders today with her 4th home run of the season. Great game today from Chloe Croys.